Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dubai Polo Club, and welcome to all the polo liners around the world to the UAE Polo Federation Cup 2025. The last players are getting on the horses and getting ready. This is day 4 now, and we've got a great game in store. We've got Bin Dry versus Noon Polo Club. So this will be the first game of the tournament for Noon. We're all very interested to see how they're going to go. A new lineup for the Noon team. Bin Dry, well, they've had one game against Habtoor earlier on. It was a very, very close one. Went right down to the wire, and Habtoor just got the win. So Bin Dry need to win this one to stay in the tournament. At number 1, they've got Rashid Bin Dry of 2 goals. At number 2, they've got their main man, Facundo Kelly. He's 4 goals. At 3 is Santos Solari on 2 goals. And at the back, Kian Hall of 3. So they're just an 11-goal team today, taking on the new team of Noon. And at number 1, the one and only Rashid Alaba. At 2, Manuel Perez Altuna. At 3 is Bauti Alberdi. And at 4, of 7 goals, Teo Lecao. So 2 quite different constellations here, different lineups. Obviously with Noon waiting their player, Teo Lecao, of 7 goals. Umpiring, we're lucky enough to have Peter Wright and Howard Smith from England. And Santiago Torreguitar is our 3rd man. Bin Dry being one of the most evenly spread teams, handicap-wise. Today they're playing with a 2, a 3, and a 4, and a 2, so it's a real strong 4-man team. Please follow us on Polo Line OK on Instagram, Polo Line Int on Facebook, and Polo Line TV on YouTube. And it's an honor for me to commentate for you guys today. I'm Tim Ward. I'll be taking you through all the games of this wonderful tournament here. One of the biggest, most prestigious tournaments in the country, the UAE Polo Federation Cup, kindly sponsored this year by Century Financial. Okay, so the final warm-ups going on. On your screens, we've got Noon in the yellow, heading from right to left. And Bin Dry from left to right. So here we go. Noon win the line out, play a little backhand there, Baltier Birdie, but it doesn't get far. It's picked up quickly by Kian Hall. Like I said, Bin Dry need the win today to stay in the tournament. Playing on this beautiful field 1 here at Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club. Great pass up the ground from Kian Hall up to number 3. He takes a shot across, just narrowly missing the goal there. Does Santi Solari. Wow, there's a great pass, great passage of polo very quickly to get from the halfway line to the attack. Kian Hall played up the beautiful pass. A great shot under the neck. So Noon Polo might take them a minute or 2 just to find their footing here. It is their first game. Bin Dry have the slight advantage of already playing a game together. Bringing in the ball then, Bauti Alberdi lofts up a beautiful shot, looking for Rashid Alaba up at the front. But there in defence is Bin Dry. Rashid Bin Dry working hard in defence, leaves it there as Solari comes in to collect it. But a whistle blows on the play, which will stop the clock. So Bin Dry will get a hit here. So Bin Dry, oh, massive shot from Kian Hall from the back there, right up to the 60-yard line. Bin Dry be working hard to get back onto it, but the defense is strong from Noon. Manuel Perez taking away the man. Backhand, not coming off, but they've still picked it up, Noon, and they're heading straight back in attack, turning on the gas. I think we're going to have a fast game, but he decides to check up here and wait for his team to get ahead. Bouti Alberti makes a pass up to Rashid. Rashid now, Alabar up at the front, doesn't manage to get past his man, but he's well backed up here by Manuel Perez. Altuna, there's a man not coming down, managed just to stay on, but there was a foul in front of the goal there. We can have a look on the replay what happened. Well, there's a stick of the Noon player got hooked up and almost pulled him off the horse as the Bin Dry player came slightly in front. We'll see whether it was a foul. Indeed it was. The ball is being put down. Looks like it was a spot or a 30, and they've chosen the 30. So Bin Dry have an 11-goal team today, so they do start with half a goal. And Noon, though, with a chance to take the lead here from the spot. From the 30 yards. Teo Lecal slots it through, makes it look easy, decides to canter up to that one and puts it through. So let's hear it for them. 1 goal to a half now in favour of Noon. Teo Lecal putting that one through. The 7-goal player, highest rated player in the game. Bin Dry win the line out there with Rashid Bin Dry. Offside, near side. Nice play by him. Gets ridden out of it, though. And Manuel comes around and takes it with the red hat. Manuel, nicely played by him. Hasn't got anyone to pass to. He goes for a little backhand to his mate there, but it doesn't find him. Backhand comes in from Faku Kelly. And look who's turned well. It's Santos Solari. He turned beautifully onto that one. Picks it up with a rolling wrist in front of the goal. Can he keep it in? The open back shot doesn't quite manage to keep it in. So whistle blows there, that'll be the half chucker. At 3 minutes 48, the players decide now's the time they'll change horse halfway through. Chucker number 1. It's been a great half chucker so far. From end to end. Just the 1 goal though from the penalty spot for Noon. So far, the top scorers of this tournament, Juan Guerrero with 7 goals, and he's only played 1 game as well. It's pretty impressive. Benjamin Okiza scored 6 goals yesterday for AM Polo. And then Bauti Berjo and Thomas Delfino have both scored 6 goals. They're playing for Abu Dhabi. And Marcos Pinello has scored 5. So this tournament is still very much wide open. No team has more than 2 points. Most of the teams have played one game. Lamar have played 1 and won 1. UAE the same. AM Polo and Habtor, so they've all had 1 game and 1 win. Abu Dhabi have played twice. They've had a win and a loss. And so Bin Dry, Al Basha, and Bangash are yet to win. This is Noon's first game. Okay. Let's keep an eye out for some horses here. Bauti Alberti. He's on a horse called Gurisha. So a hit from the back line for Noon. Teo Lacau on this light-coloured chestnut. Teo riding horses from the UAE Polo team. He cuts that one out to the right. Nice little play there to Bauti. Oh, he plays a big under the neck to try and find Teo. It's a nice idea. Not quite managing to find him. Faku Kelly picks it up. He's under a lot of pressure at the moment from Teo. Plays the backhand. Teo can't get onto the line before Kian. So Kian turns it around and drives a good shot up forward, trying to find Rashid Alabar. He's ridden out well, though, by Rashid Bindrai. Pushing on forward. Now in defense. Alabar gets a little backhand. It's not quite enough, and through it goes. Bindrai get on the board and takes them into the lead, only just by 1.5 goals to 1. I think it was Santos Solari there who was the one to finish it off for Bindrai. So half a goal up, Bindrai. 2.5 minutes left of the very first chukka. Out it comes out. Oh, look at that, Manu. Altuna gets it, but doesn't get up for very long. It's fallen now to Bauti. Bauti stops the ball, but the whistle blows. Both teams are asking for the foul here. But Noon are retreating. It'll be a hit in, or hit from the spot to the Bindrai Polo team. And Kian Hall will take this one. He's got Rashid Bindrai up at the front. Running forward is Faku Kelly as well. It goes right over the top of both of them. Rashid Bindrai finds a bit of space at the front. Bouncing ball just pops over his stick. Teo Lacau turns it around, taps it in the air, the 7-goaler. Now brings it back inside toward the right. Now tries to get the pass up. Rashid Alabar doesn't get away. Backhand coming back in. Bindrai turning on the pressure here. They manage, though, Noon to take it out to the side. Still not out of danger, though. Still Bindrai not giving Noon an inch. Can they break away here? Still struggling, not getting it out. Still inside the 60, or just about. Manu hits a little shot up to Bauti. Oh, it's a little bit scrappy at the moment. Neither team can really hold on to it. Manu, though. Manu Altuna working hard. Big ride-off coming in, though, from Kian Hall. He gets it, Kian, then slaps one up forward, up to the front. It's on the right-hand side. Running hard onto it will be Solari. Solari with a big under-the-neck attempt just out to the right. Not quite enough angle. Again, a beautiful pass from Kian Hall. Had a fantastic season in England, Kian, playing with Porto Cambiasso and the Ladolfino Great Oaks team, getting to the final of both the Queen's Cup and the Gold Cup. So ball back in with Teo Lacau. That's a big drive as well. Rashid Alabar is up at the front, getting ridden hard by Rashid Bindrai. Looks like the two of them are going to be putting pressure on each other all game. Little backhand comes in from Kian, but it pops over the boards. And so Noon will get the hit. Umpire will wait. Oh, hang on. No, it's Bindrai get the hit. Must have been a Noon horse. Bindrai bring it in now with Kian. Kian Hall takes it a couple of tries to beat his man. And perhaps Rashid got caught in the wrong place. The umpires will discuss this one. No, I think they've made their decision. So I imagine we're going to have a penalty for bin dry. And it looks like it's a 30-yarder again. With just 15 seconds left of the first chukker. They lead by half. Bin dry. Cian Hall to take it. Strong and through the goal. That'll do. There it is. 10 seconds left. That will end chukker number one. Bin dry just creeping a little bit further into the lead now. 2.5 goals to bin dry. Noon on one. We'll come back in just a minute, ready for chukker number 2 of the UAE Polo Federation Cup 2025. Bin dry 2.5, Noon 1.
Navigate winds of change in the investment markets. Make the most of the opportunities. Century Financial. You are independent, but never alone.
Welcome back, polo liners, and those of you who are watching here in Dubai. It's a beautiful day here. A little bit warmer than usual the last few days, but it's just perfect. It's like an English summer's day. And we're having a good game here. It's an important game. Still in the qualification stages. Now, bin dry, they do need a win, and they're looking quite good. There's 2.5 goals to Noon's 1. Noon have their first game of the tournament. So a loss here is not the end of the world for Noon. Bin dry do need a win. Nice pass up there from Teo. Trying to find Manu. Well, there's been another foul there. A few too many fouls here from both teams. So we've got a few shout-outs. So first of all, we got Francoise Whiteley. She's come all the way from York, Pennsylvania to come and watch this. Welcome, Francoise. So, Teo, look out for Noon. Massive drive. I think it's going to go the distance. A little bit too far to the right. Big, strong shot, though. Good attempt. Just slightly to the right. So, bin dry from the back line. And Cian Hall, he's been having a great game. Cian Hall takes that one left, then right, then hits it across. Oh, he's done well to find Rashid all alone there. Rashid Pitts takes it one time down the ground. And look how hard Faku is working to take out Teo Lacau. Nicely checked up there from Rashid as well. Bin dry, then he hits another one forward. There to pick it up as well. Oh my gosh, goal of the day so far. That was fantastic. Beautifully worked goal there. It was Santos Solari who finished it off, so it's all 4 players who worked very, very hard to make that happen. Poetry in motion. But wait. Wait a minute. The flag went up, but it could have been overruled. Beautiful polo from the bin dry. It's the best bit of polo I've seen that team play in the whole game they played. They didn't manage to connect that well, but this time that shot just went slightly wide. Well, bad luck, but it's a good sign of things to come for bin dry. Teo, look out. He's got a lot of room at the back. Coming in to meet him is Solari. Plays it. Oh, this is Teo, sorry. Teo now. Up on the far side on the halfway line. Tries to beat past his man here. Has he got the gas? He goes over to the near side. He's being hunted down. Look at that. They're flying now on the outside. Near side. Teo doesn't get the near side back he wanted. And bin dry now have a chance. Kian's going up forward for the pass. So is Rashid. There is the pass. Not quite though. Not quite far enough. And Tia Lookout has a chance to turn it around for Noon. Under a lot of pressure here from Rashid bin dry. He's beaten him in the air. Faku Kelly comes, gets the hook on Teo. Rashid gets the backhand. Solari is turning onto it, but quicker onto it though is Bouty. Teo seems to be getting better as each minute goes by. Teo Lacau now puts that one right up into the middle. Are there any yellow shirts to finish it off? Rashid Alabar is being hard marked. Oh, it's just gone out to the left this time. He's hit one to the right, one to the left. I think the next one's going in the middle. Bringing it in from the back line. Once more will be Kian Hall. Another tap, this big white-faced man. Now he put it under Rashid and then asked for the foul. Rashid, I think, had to clear the way earlier. So clever little play, getting the foul there. The bin dry with Kian Hall. Anyway, they'll take this moment to change horse halfway through second chukka. Another shout out to Isabella. She's 2 years old. She's a big polo fan. Isabella, thanks for coming. We've got Noah. He's 3 weeks old watching the polo here. The future of polo is right here. And we've also got Thea watching. So thanks very much, guys. Keep up the support. There we are. Let's hear it. And let us know where you're watching around the world as well. If we find time, be happy to give you guys a shout out. The Mehta family also here. Nikki, Troy, and Jaden. Shout out to them. And Ashiana. So both teams looking pretty evenly matched in terms of horsepower. Teo Lacau, he's got the UAE horses. And he's 7 goals. So they're going to be the one, he's going to be the one they're going to have to shut down, the bin dry team. Of course, the bin dry, like I said, one of the most evenly spread teams. With 2, 3, and 4 goalers. Kian Hall then drives one flat along the ground. It's quite far. Doesn't quite get through. Rashid bin dry tries to pick it up. Faku Kelly turns back on to meet it. Oh no, and now leaves it here for Kian. Kian takes a shot under the neck. Bin dry are starting to play some magical polo, and that's worked out beautifully for Kian Hall and the bin dry polo team. Wow, this is the bin dry that we know so well. Linking up beautifully. And it's the teamwork, and it's the power of having 4 very strong players on the field. And the experience of playing together for many years, these guys. And of course, very well-mounted team as well. So look out for Balti Alberti's horse out there. Chichara, that big, dark, black-coloured horse. One of his best ones. Owned by Noon Polo Team. We just got a bit of broken tack, broken stirrup. So Manu Perez Altuna will go and change that one. So 3.5 goals for Ben Dry. Noon, just the one. It is their first game. They've still got time enough to bring this one back. They seem to be just finding their footing, getting their way in. But Ben Dry playing a couple of magical passages of play. Great teamwork, passing right to each other's sticks. Very hard to defend against a team when they're playing like that. Ben Dry is a team that's been around for many years here in the UAE, and they've got their name on just about every single major trophy in the country. Noon Polo Team slightly newer, or quite a lot newer on the block really, not been playing that long. Rashid Alabar, of course, he's a very talented horseman. He's a big endurance horse rider. He's converted over to polo in the last few years, and he's been building on his Noon team for some time. 3 or 4 years. It's been growing with horsepower and player power, and they've got this penalty. Teo Lacao will be taking it just inside their own half, and this would be great if they can work something out and get a goal at the end of this. Takes it one forward. Faku Kelly comes to put the pressure on the 7-goaler Teo, so he releases it, gets it forward. Is it going to find Balti? Balti and Chichara. Balti doesn't get to it, and a good backhand comes from Kian Hall. He's having a fantastic game, Kian, but that backhand only gets as far as Teo. Teo spins that horse around beautifully. What a nice horse he's on from the UAE. Now he's running around the outside, Teo. If he's going to work some magic, that's what they need. Still, he's got hold of it somehow. Frantic defense coming in. The sticks are in the air. The ball looks like it's gone over the back line. Now, who hit it over the back, we'll see. Someone might have got a hit there. Like I said, there was sticks flying around. We'll get the ambulance just to check up on him. Still on his horse, which is a good sign. It's Teo Lacao as he ran through the Ben Dry defense. Like Genghis Khan on the Step Valley, he got attacked. But polo players are built tough. Part of the game. They're all tough, these guys. They're not like soccer players, that's for sure. Nevertheless, the ball went over the back line. No foul given, so Ben Dry from the back line. Shame for Noon as they started to look stronger. Kian Hall is keen just to unleash it straight away. Smacks a big one right up to the front as well. Oh, not managing to pick it up though. And Teo Lacao goes over that one. Manu comes back onto it, picks it up well with the red hat. Manu now leaves that one back for Teo. Teo now on the attack. Noon have got a bit of a power play here. It has to be, he's pushed out to the right-hand side. Goes for the under the neck. What a shot from Teo. That is class. Absolute class. Teo Lacao out to the right, and then a beautiful 90-degree under the neck through the goal. Lovely shot under pressure as well. And just what Noon needed to get back into this game. As it's cooling off here, the wind has got up. We've got a nice cool breeze here now. When we started this game, it was dead still. Now the breeze comes in. That lovely fresh breeze here in Dubai. For all you guys watching in cold Europe, you should get on the plane and come here. Get some sun, guaranteed sun, and beautiful polo to watch and play. Kian Hall now for bin drive, working like a terrier, heading back toward the goal. Doesn't get through, but he's well backed up there by Santos Solari. Solari waiting now. Kian peels in behind him. But he's had it stolen. His pocket picked by the 7-goaler, Teo Lecao. Somehow he still gets it, rolls his wrist and picks it up in the air. He's all of those 7 goals, this guy. He's showing his class. He's come alive in this chukker number 2. Heading toward the goal with just 40 seconds left. Oh, he's over the top of it. Followed up well, though, by Bounty. Near side, under the neck. Wow, and Nuno well and truly back in this game. 3.5 goals to 3. With Bendrai caught sleeping a little bit after that wonderful goal. Noon have come alight and got right back in it. 3.5 goals to 3. Teo Lecao showing absolute class, but that near side under the neck shot from Bauti Alberti was textbook. Here we go then. We've got 5 seconds before the first bell. Then we've got 30 seconds of the first half. Big cut shot there from Solari up toward the front for Alberti. Finding himself at the front this time is Kian Hall. Gets one tap, bouncing horse and bouncing ball. He has it stolen here from this man who's found his form. It's Teo Lecao. Drives a good shot down the field. Riding hard is Rashid Alabar to try and get it. But Rashid Bindrai, well, he's had a good defense on him the whole game. Rashid Bindrai gets a little shot. The backhand comes in from Noon again. Running onto it now for Noon will be Bauti. But first there is Faku. He gets a shot and the whistle goes just after the hooter. Will end the first half there. Wow, this game has come alive, ladies and gentlemen. 3.5 goals to Bindrai. Noon well and truly back in it with a power play at the end of that Chaco on 3 goals now. We'll be back with Polo Line TV and live here at Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club at just a minute. Bindrai on 3.5 and Noon on 3.
I'm very happy. It has changed a lot. I mean, a lot of new players. Everybody's younger than me now, so that's a change, big change. Lots of new houses, new buildings, new fields, new patrons. I mean, amazing, really, really cool. It's moving forward every day. It's nice, actually. I enjoyed a lot last year being outside of, just in the high wall, helping outside, like being on the other side of the boards. It was really cool, really nice to watch everything from the outside. I'm playing also now with the guys, all the medium, well, and every polo. Every time I can fit in, they fit me in to play with them. And it's really good, especially to play with the young guys, and they really enjoy playing with. I mean, just every opportunity they have to play, they like to play tournaments or practice or whatever. So it's good. Happy to be here. They're both very passionate. Both, like, they love the game, they love the sport. It was hard for us because they play quite similar. So we put one at the back and one at number 1 today, so they're not racing each other because they compete between them, and that makes them better as well, I think. But they're young, they're strong. I mean, they're passionate. So yeah, no, it's good to play with them. Very nice to play with them. Yeah, well, it's always hard to play against Bindrai. They're a really good organization, good team. I mean, they're tough. These guys, they don't like losing at all. None of them. So they always have different strategies to try to win. And yeah, it's a good win. We are very happy, over the moon, very, very grateful.
Investment opportunities in every direction. Trained eyes will help spot the right ones. Century Financial. You are independent, but never alone.
This time will be Bangash. They leave it there for their captain and 8-goal player Tomasito. He drives a nice one out to the left, looking for Haider again, and he's found him beautifully. Bouncing ball, but Haider picks it up nicely. Now he heads to goal. Haider Bangash answers that goal with one for himself. What a superb play on that horse, Papito Haider. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second half of this game and this beautiful field at the most wonderful club, Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club. here in Dubai. This is a cracking game here with Noon bringing it back. It's 3.5 goals to 3 at the moment in favor of Bin Dry. They're leading by just that half a goal that they started with. Both teams have had 2 field goals each. Very close on the throw-ins as well, with Bin Dry winning 3 throw-ins and Noon winning 4. Both teams have only fouled 3 times, which is great to see. Very few fouls, makes for a great game. And both teams have scored the 1 penalty chance they had each. So, almost identical on the stats there. This is really a very close game, and it's a very important one as well. We've got a nice crowd watching up on the terrace. Thank you very much, guys, for watching here. Give us a wave. Yeah, there we are. Thank you. Nice crowd up on the terrace there. Very, very welcome here at Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Everybody watching, let's hear it. The teams you're supporting, let us know. And cheer them on. The players will appreciate it. I think we're going to get a close game here. Look out. Working hard for Noon in the middle. Bouty comes to help him. Keane was in the middle there as well and jumped on it, but umpire Howard Smith was right there and blew the whistle. Looked like Keane must have crossed the man behind him. So Noon with the hit in. Teo drives a nice pass up to Bouty. Bouty coming forward, but first one is there. Is a big backhand from Kian Hall. Oh, beautifully picked up, almost beautifully picked up there as well by Solari. And back on the attack now is Noon. Not getting very far though. This time Fakou Kelly does the work in defence. Stretching out to try and get past his man. Not getting very far as Lacau, so tall with those long arms, picks his pocket, takes it off him, turns around, slows the game down here, and then rolls his wrist as he makes a nice pass up to Bouty. Bouty, Alberti, working as a piloto and a professional for Rashid Alaba. He's managed to get back onto that one. Now, Fakou Kelly came in, gave him a bump. Whether it was a correct angle, didn't look it from here. No, the umpires didn't like it. It wasn't shoulder to shoulder. Came in at no speed, but not at the right angle at all. So both umpires blew the whistle, and we'll give a penalty here in favour of Noon, and a good chance for them to get up into the lead for the first time in the game. Yeah, 60-yard penalty. Teo Lacau hooks that one up into the sky, and it drops down just to the right. Not quite the clean shot. So let off. They still trail, but only by half a goal. 3.5 to 3. Bin Dry from the back line. Under the neck pass up to Fakou Kelly. Fakou Kelly gets a drive forward. Nice play by him. He's riding Kateba. Up to Solari, is it? No, now stolen here nicely by Lacau. Wow, he's showing his 7 goals. Just seems to predict the play, read the play so well. Now showing his hand-eye coordination and horsemanship as he takes that one forward. Kian is forced to make a foul to get the steal, and it'll be a penalty for Noon again. Well, he was on his way, Lacau, toward the goal. He was about to cross the halfway line, so they'll take this one up. And Lacau's got another chance from the 60-yard penalty spot to get into the lead. Noon Polo creeping, edging closer and closer, getting better every chukker. It's their first game of the tournament, first game these four players have ever played together, so it's bound to take a few chukkers to start to gel. It's often interesting to see these different constellations and how they work out, whether it's better to have one strong player or to spread the handicaps evenly across. So look out from the 60. Quite windy. He's put it up and it might have got caught in the wind again and pulled out to the right-hand side. Definitely the wind has caught up, and once the ball goes up above the villas, I think it does catch the wind. We've seen quite a few drift over to the right over these last few days as the wind picks up in the afternoons. Bin dry. Find some space here to Faku Kelly. Faku has a look over his shoulder and he sees the men coming through. Kian Hall's going to want to try and come onto this one. Faku Kelly's getting hard ridden by Manu. Still managed to get it. Now Kian's tucked in behind him. Leaves it for Kian. This is good from Bin Dry. Kian's on a big strong horse. Plays it up forward. Faku, but it's been met expertly well by Teo. He's missed it though and it's gone over his shoulder. Teo though somehow comes back onto it and takes it out to the left this time. Now he kicks on and drives hard. But the Bin Dry guys, they never lack of working hard. They just try so hard, these guys. Relentless they are, always. But the Noon guys, nice pass out to the left. Finding the space here with Rashid Alabar. Alabar now has a look to see. He's got no one to pass to. He's on a quick horse, so he's going to go himself here, Alabar. Leaves it there, and Kelly gets a touch onto it. Picked up nicely now by Bouty. Bouty turns it back in toward the goal. This is looking good for Nunes. He's got Tail behind him if he needs. Bouty under a lot of pressure. Bin Drive managed to get the steal with Kian Hall. Reaching out and getting the ball though back is Bouty. Bouty trying to find Tail again. Does so. Tail can't get away here as they all crash and smash each other. There's one man down on the ground. I think he looks fine. Look, they're going to take this opportunity, though, some of the players, to change the horse as we are halfway through chukker number 3. So the players changing halfway through the third chukker. Half a goal in this all-important game. So horsepower obviously makes a massive difference. Bouty Alberdi will be hopping back on Chichara. I think, at least that was on the list. Keep an eye out for that one. The big dark coloured horse owned by Rashid Alaba. Faku Kelly on a big, strong gelding, chestnut gelding. And we're just waiting for the last player now to come on back onto the field. And we'll see how we're going to start here. There's a bit of a scrap. So we've had moments of absolute brilliance in this game. Teamwork. And some solo goals as well. We've had little bits of scrappiness, but not much. It's been a good game. Not too many fouls at all. And it's been so close. Been dry. Certainly looked stronger at the beginning, but Noon now have got them on the back foot. They've got this hit, though, from the spot. Ben Dry now coming in to make the play there was Bauti Alberti. And he came in front of the Ben Dry player, so they'll move this one up to the 60. So we're going to have a 60-yard penalty here for Ben Dry. And Kian Hall will come and take it. Oh, well, his horse just sort of took a step the wrong way at the beginning, and he chopped that one out to the left. It's not going to go in, so the scores remain half a goal up for Ben Dry. Ben Dry, like I mentioned, need a goal here to stay in the Century Financial UAE Federation Cup. Century Financial, the #1 choice of UAE investors. Kindly sponsored this tournament. Here we go. We've got a big brunch as well on Sunday. Noon back on the attack with Alberti. Stops and lets the men go past. Alberti then takes it. Oh, he tries to find the cow on the left. Doesn't find him. And picking it up well. The Ben Dry boys driving that one up, looking for Rashid now. Oh, the whistle's gone. Possibly an unsafe shot. Yeah, so do go and check out Century Financial. A good chance to invest in commodities. So the ambulance have come out just to check them, but I think everything is okay there. Just a dangerous shot, but all is good. So it'll be a hit from the spot, and Teo Lacau is going to take it. Noon, Polo team. They've been on the attack for some time now. Still haven't quite managed to take the lead, but they only trail by half. Teo, he could score in one shot from here. In fact, that's going to go the distance. If it's straight enough, it will go in. This time it just hooks out to the left. Massive drive from Teo Lacau, but out to the left-hand side. So comes in from the back and brought in from Kian Hall. Coming quickly onto the play is Facundo Kelly. They're keen to get rid of it here. They're struggling to get it down the other side of the ground. Here comes Cian Hall, still with the ball at the back here, working hard. He's under a lot of pressure by Manu there. Gets the shot away, though, does Cian, up to the front. Doesn't get far, though. As Bouty takes the man, Teo takes the ball. Good play from the two of them. Teo weaving left, right, then rolls his wrist and plays it to Bouty. Beautiful play by the two of them. Bouty took the man, then found space and received the pass. Then he puts it up into the middle. Rashid Alabar is there. Still they're working toward the goal. Noon. Manu is coming onto it. He gets hooked out. And Facundo Kelly gets a good open backhand. And Bindrai can't escape, though, on that one. Nice drive up forward, and Bindrai now on the counter-attack. Rashid Alabar is on a quick one in defence. Here he comes, gets a good ride off there, but still pushing forward. It's Cian Hall, he's up at the front. He's been playing all over the field, at the back, the middle and the front, Cian. That one goes out to the left-hand side. So we haven't had any goals yet. Bit of a deadlock here at 3 goals to 3.5. Knock in here from Teo Lecao. Decides to go himself. Turns on the gas and he's in 5th gear here. Now as he's running past, they'll have to pull the whip to try and come and catch him. Teo Lecao now 100 miles an hour over the halfway line. But he's well backed up here by Bouty. Bouty's going to have to take on Cian. Cian gets the means and makes a pass up to Solari. Solari now up at the front. The half swing with 30 seconds left. Solari now running toward the goal, being chased hard, but he's got time. The ball bounces and goes over his stick. A good backhand then from Manu. Puts it back in, does Bindrai. Right up toward the goal. They've still got another chance before the end of this chukker, but well defended in the end. Now the whistle blew as Teo Lecao took the man, but he spun the horse perhaps before he moved the ball. We'll find out at the beginning of the next chukker, but this game is alive and kicking. 3.5 goals to 3 at the end of the third. And there is nothing in it, ladies and gentlemen. You couldn't pick a winner just yet. Let's get behind your teams. Who do you think going to win? Who's your favorite? We're going to take a break now. And we'll be back for the very last chukker for the Century Financial UAE Polo Federation Cup 2025.
Make sense of market noise. Tune in to right market opportunities. Century Financial. You are independent, but never alone. Just like weather, markets are unpredictable. Be ready to take on all market conditions. Century Financial. You are independent, but never alone.
So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the very last chukker. And we need a result. We will get a result. Noon need to just creep in the lead. They had a lot of pressure, but there were no goals that chukker. Bindrai also had their chances. Didn't manage to put it through, so they lead, but only by half. Often at this stage of the game, in such a close game, it comes down to horsepower. So let's see what they come out with. Now, it looked like there was a foul right at the end there. Theo Lecao may have just come across the front, trying to defend the goal. Bindrai piling on the attack. I think you're going to get a penalty. They get a choice when it's there, whether they want to spot or a 30, which is a penalty too. I believe that's what, but I can only speculate from up here. Looks like they've chosen the 30-yard penalty in front of the goal. Rashid Bindrai is in a horse called Euro. That penalty has gone through. Kian Hall slots it through. It's an important one as well. And after all that hard work from Noon, now Bindrai get the goal. So 4.5 goals to 3. Plenty of time for Noon to get this one back. Faku Kelly is on a big chestnut horse called Kinga. Rashid Alaba on a horse called Massa, one of his favourite ones. Perhaps his best one, we'll see. Now, Bindrai have won that line out again with Kian Hall doing amazingly well to win it and get the pass up at the front, reaching over to try and get on the end of it with Solari, but he crossed in front of the Noon player in the process. So Noon will have a hit from the spot. And Theo Lecao will take it. Couple of taps and hooks it right up into the air. Bouti's going to try and get on the end of it, but well picked up here by Manu. Manu hits a good one forward. This is good stuff here from Noon Polo. But the defense is strong. Rashid Bindrai gets a backhand, but it's not a very good clearing one. It's right in the middle there. Coming onto it and picking it up, though, is Solari. Solari plays a good shot up forward to Kian. Kian Hall checks up, waits for Solari to go up ahead. Backhand, though, coming in from Manu. Faku Kelly now picks it up on Kinga. But is turned by that man, the 7-goaler. Theo Lecao riding UAE horses. Look how good they are. They're bound to be. Here he comes, running over the halfway line. Waiting for him, though, is Bindrai with Faku Kelly. Gets a good bump on him. He's able to leave it there. Nice play. Bouty telling the 7-goaler to leave it. He's on his own. Bouti's wiggled through the defence now. Got a lot of work to do to get it in. Manu's in there as well. They're all putting the pressure on them, the Noon Polo team. What they want is Theo with the ball inside the 60. Can he get hold of it? Yes, this is what they need. Can Theo work some magic? Manu's there now for Noon. Manu puts it across the front of the goal. The defence is so strong, though. Near side under neck not coming off, and the ball is left for Kian Hall to slap it away. And coming hard and fast onto it now is Santos Solari. Has a look behind him as his horse stretches away. The Bindrai guys, we know they're well mounted. Hits that one up to the 60-yard line. They're not going to catch him. Half swing, it could be the winner. Solari now for Bindrai on the counter-attack. Puts it through. What an important goal. 5.5 goals now to 3 after Bindrai. Like I said, they never give up. They are relentless, working so hard, never giving the opposition not even an inch. And then a breakaway goal with a flat-out run from Solari. What a horse. fast horse he had in the last chukker there. Santos Solari. So, halfway through the last chukker, the players will go and change horse for the very last time. And Binge Right looking good to stay inside this tournament in the Century Financial UAE Polo Federation Cup. Century Financial, #1 choice of UAE investors, where you can trade your commodities, your stocks, crypto, all sorts. Go and check out Century Financial. And we'll be back shortly. Do download the app as well, Polo Line TV. It's the best place to watch polo from all over the world. All the best polo is there, covered by Sebastian and his Polo Liner team. So let's see what Noon can pull out of the bag. They've got to pull it out of the fire here. They need 3 goals in the last just under 4 minutes. Rashid Alabar is on a beautiful chestnut called Thatcher. Right then, this is it, Noon. What can they do? Can they pull this off? They can't afford any mistakes. They need to score 3 goals in as many minutes. And they need to win those lineouts. Manu, Altuna. Leaves it for his captain, Lecao. Lecao turns it nicely. Teo. Brings it in forward, over the top of it though. And who's going to turn on quickly? The counter-attack is coming in here. Up at the front is Solari. He's just scored an amazing goal on one side. He has a look behind him to see how much room he's got. Not a lot. He's been hunted hard and fast there. And the backhand does come in as well for Noon. Up to Lecao. Lecao will turn onto that. That horse just turned and stopped on it beautifully. Now they need a counter-attack and get a goal quickly. 3 minutes on the clock, and they need 3 goals to win this game. That's also will help a lot. I think they got a foul there with Kian Hall just stepping in front to Lecao and obstructing him. Lecao so quick. He did him with that horse. Just stopped so quickly, causing Kian to come across the front. So umpires will pick up the ball. They'll move it over to whichever penalty spot they see fit, which will be the halfway line, penalty 5B. So let's see what Noon can do from here. Can Noon deliver? Pun intended. Oh, what a delivery. Look at that, all the way down the ground. It stops out on the right-hand side. Anyone there to pick it up? Kian Hall finds himself there nicely. He's left it behind, but that horse has turned around quickly onto it and got away with it out to the left-hand side. Well played, good defense there. Massive drive up from Teo Lecao, but the defense was strong from Bindrai. You can never count this team out. They're winning at the moment, and it looks like they might be able to hold on to this win as well. One more goal will probably secure it for them. Drive up forward, up to the front. This is looking good as they go up and play some lovely team play. Doesn't pick up that one, but Rashid Bindrai does. He drives it deep into the 30-yarder. And coming in for the defense there is Bouty. Now he gets the write-off, goes to the backhand, and the umpires blow the whistle there. We'll see which way it goes. Well, it's gone in favour of Noon. So Lucao will take this one, chop it out to the left to Bouty. Bouty Alberti taps it back across the right. Puts his horse into reverse to pick it back up again. Then clips one little one forward and beats his man, does he? Still working hard with Kian. He has got the better of him in that exchange. Now he's trying to come through with it. The ball pops up and lands on the halfway line. And Teo comes in, but sneaked off him is Kian Hall. What a game he's had, Kian. Over the top now, Teo in the air, juggles it 3 times before letting it sit. Takes the hook and the ball and the turn. Incredible skills from that guy. Look how Bouty takes out the man, giving Teo some room to come past. He's got Rashid up at the front, but he's well marked by Rashid as well. It's a big shot toward the goal. Can Rashid Alabar get past the other Rashid and get through toward the ball before it crosses over the line? Not quite, and it crosses over to the right. Slightly overcooked the pass there, but got to give it to Rashid Bindrai. He's kept Rashid Alabar at bay all day long. So we're back with a hit in with only 1 minute to go. Bindrai still pushing hard. Now they might need the goal difference. Having lost their first game, it might well go to goal difference. A lot of the teams have had 1 win, so there'll be quite a few with a win and a loss. Every team plays 2 qualification games. After that, we'll see who gets through to the semi-finals or the subsidiary semis. Now Bindrai still working hard, claiming a foul here. And they got it, so they'll move this one up to the 60 with just 42 seconds left. Bindrai have one more chance to put another one on the board. Okay, so 60-yard penalty. Kian Hall is going to take it. He's hopped on to a fresh horse, or a new horse. He's hit that one along the ground. Didn't have time to get much practice, but it snuck across. Now, there was a foul in the process, I think. And the whistle blew loud and hard with 38 seconds left. With Noon Polo looking a little bit disheartened, having to retreat back, and this time it'll be a penalty right in front of the goal, and Kian Hall will make no mistake putting that one through. So Bindrai now leading 6.5 goals to 3 with just 30 seconds left on the clock. I expect that will end it. So Bindrai now, if they get a win here, which they probably will, they'll end up with 1 win and 1 loss after their first 2 games. Noon still in this tournament. The Century Financial UAE Polo Federation Cup. This being their first game, they'll play again tomorrow. But that's it. Now the whistle blew there. And that will end it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for both teams. Noon put up a great fight and got very close toward the middle there. But Bindrai, absolutely relentless. They work hard with fitness trainers. And, well, it goes to show today as they came out on top and won that game quite convincingly in the end. 6.5 goals to 3. Tomorrow, the 12th of January, Sunday, we've got 2 games. Lamar will be playing their second game against UAE. Now, both of those teams have had a win already, so that's going to be an interesting one at 2 o'clock. And then we've got a game at 3:30 after that. El Basha against AM team. Now, both of those have also won their first game. Anyway, this game was a cracker. Very, very even throughout on the stats, I imagine. Bin Dry took the lead early on, and they ended up the first chukker 2.5 goals up to Noon's 1. Second chukker, Noon well back in it. They scored 2 goals in the second, and they got back to 3.5 goals to 3. There were no goals in the third chukker. They stayed 3.5 goals to 3, and we went into the last chukker 3.5, 3, but well, Bin Dry, perhaps they had the horsepower waiting, perhaps they had the fitness, I don't know, or just the will to win, but they scored 3 goals in the last, and Noon didn't manage to, so they ended up winning 6.5 goals to 3. Here we'll have a look at the best goals of the day, and this was Bin Dry early on, and that was a fantastic goal. That one may have gone in, it may have just gone left. I think it may have been called no goal in the end. Now this was good as well. Now what this doesn't show was the passes that came up to it, and then how they just linked up between each other. Bin Dry, they had moments of absolute brilliance in attack, and their defence was absolutely relentless. This was Theo Lecao scoring a wonderful under-the-neck goal for Noon Polo. He showed some absolute class, especially in the middle there during that tournament. Theo Lecao as well, breaking away on some wonderful horses from the UAE. That one was nicely finished though by Bouty, near side under the neck. And this could have been the winning goal pretty much, the one before the last, but probably the final nail in the coffin for Solari on a very, very quick horse, getting away to put that one through. Okay, so the statistics on the we've got up there. Bin Dry, well, they won by 3 goals in the end, 6.5 goals to 3. They scored 3 field goals, and Noon scored 2 throw-ins. Dead even. Look at that, 5-5 from the throw-ins. Very, very even. 10 goals from Bin Dry, a few too many fouls. 10 fouls from Bin Dry, a few too many toward the end there, and Noon also scored 8. So Bin Dry got 3 out of their 5 penalties, and Noon got 1 from 3. Very, very even game, but Bin Dry pushed on and took the win by 3 goals in the end. A magnificent game. Congratulations to the Bin Dry team. They certainly needed that one, as they'll go in now. We'll see with the rest of the results whether they'll get through to the main semis or the subsidiary finals. After their 2 qualification games, they have 1 win and 1 loss. Tomorrow, do tune in again as we have Lamar versus UAE and El Basha versus AM. Very, very hard to pick a favourite in this tournament. We've got 9, 12 gold teams. And thanks very much for tuning in to the UAE Polo Federation Cup, sponsored by Century Financial. We look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow at 2 o'clock Dubai time.